Hello, welcome back. All right, now, so last video we were able to adjust the styling down to devices whose screen width is below 350. But then if you still shrink below 300, some things will no longer be in place. So now I'm adding extra styling instructions for extremely small screen sizes below 300 pixel. Of course, the usual thing we define our media query, and inside of it, the first thing I want us to do is that header. We're going to change the flex direction to column so it can align from top to bottom instead of left to right, because that place will no longer contain it. And because they will be choked up, I'm giving the WhatsApp logo a margin bottom of 2M. So currently you can see that it's choked up. So once I refresh, it should be a fair spacing. All right, it's a fair spacing now. If I scroll down, let's see, we might find some things. You can see that this button is already going astray. Let me use that word. The image below is also going astray, and because of that, can you see what is causing this redundant space? So let's quickly fix all of that. The button, I adjusted the margin top to minus 13M, and that is because currently, look at the space between it is too much. So I'm adjusting it to minus 13M. It's going to shift up a bit. And also the learn more div, I'm adjusting the height to 30M. Let's look at what the div looks like currently. Learn more. The div inside the learn more section. Okay, oh my god, okay, it's very short, and that's why it's so short that it can no longer accommodate the text. So we're going to make it long enough to accommodate the paragraph and the button, and that is what we just add here. So let me save, refresh. Can you see that once I even did it, apart from the fact that if you notice right now the footer is already overlapping, it's going into it, but we're going to adjust that. Once I did that, now there's no more space by the left again. Can you see it's balanced? Let's look at the button at the top as well, and the excessive margin top that we adjusted. All right, now it's still okay. it's it's not looking good here, and that's because of this image. So let's still go ahead. First of all, the footer, we're adjusting the margin top to minus 8M. That would give some space between the footer and the learn more div. And now this image at the top here, I'm adjusting the width to 15.5M. I'm adjusting the margin left property. So let me scroll down. We're going to adjust the button too as well. Look at how it's looking. But once I refresh with the new style, can you see it's staying between its space? It's staying within its space. That's the word. I think we need to adjust this button as well. I think that's the last thing that is making it overshoot. All right. Adjusted the margin, the padding left, padding right. In fact, I removed the padding left and the padding right. Totally. There's no more padding in the button. And I also adjusted the margin left just to keep it aligned to the center of the page, of the div rather. Look at what happens to it once I refresh. Okay, it's there now. There's no more space. I shift to the left, no longer possible. So it's staying properly now. There's no excessive space by the left. So let's look at it from top now. Now remember, I also adjusted the footer. Initially it was overlapping, but now can you see that there's now some level of margin? Okay, it's fair, except for this, the fact that this one, it's fine, but except for the fact that this logo here is already going astray as well. But we're not done. The arrow 1 and the arrow 2, I'm adjusting the font size to 1M, which most likely I believe I'm reducing them. The arrow 1 and the arrow 2 are, where are they? Where are those guys? Okay, this one here and this one. These two icons, they are like twins. So I'll refresh. I think I should be increasing them rather. Let me refresh because they are looking very small right now. Okay, just a little adjustment. Just a little adjustment. In continuation. Now the carousel image. I'm adjusting the width to 13M. Carousel image width to 13M. Where's the carousel image now? Okay. Well, nothing much, but just a little adjustment. It should. Okay. No more changes actually. No more changes. All right. So let's look at it from the div. Now this is already getting really small, but still manageable. We're going to adjust it below 250. So for now, if I go a little while, can you see that it is not so from 300 now? Look at what it's looking like from 300. Well, the more I shrink down, the more it goes to the left. And by the time I'm getting to 260, is already close. 255, 253 is already there. But we're going to adjust it very soon. So it's still fair like this now. Lastly, I'll add a styling instruction for screen sizes below 250 as well. So that is where this guy comes. This footer comes in. So the adjustment will fall under 250. Currently we're above 250. So let's shrink down below 250. Look at what it's even looking like self. Everything is scattered again. I mean, but this is the last one we'll be doing anyway. After this, we're fine, we're good to go. Let's go down to right, this 201. So every style I'm writing below 250 should the effect should be seen up to 201. So now the first thing we'll be adjusting the H1 in the business transform section. I'm adjusting the width, the font size, and the margin left. So let's scroll up and look at what they are all looking like. From the footer, the logo here is kind of choked up. We need to adjust the height of this one as usual to accommodate its children element. You can see that this one as well is also overshooting. Let's go. All right, even this one, you've noticed the header here is already overshooting the div, and then the image here is also overshooting. The button is overshooting. Everything is so. But first of all, let's start with the H1, and this is the H1. So adjusting the H1 is what we'll do first. Start from the top. So I save that, refresh. Let's see what we have. That one should come in place now. All right, can you see that it's in place? So we're going to move down. That one is already fine and it's centered, aligned. The next, the paragraph, which is the next thing, we adjusted the margin left as well, the margin bottom, and the width. Currently, let's see the margin below. Okay, this is the paragraph. This is the margin bottom. Let's refresh now and see what changes can you see. It's quite beautiful now. It's aligned. Remember that this is the main page. This is not meant to be there. So once we are done adjusting, this whole space will disappear. So right now, looking at the page now, it's the paragraph is well aligned. You agree that it's beautifully aligned. All right, let's move. I think the button should be the next thing. I'm adjusting the width this time around to 10 I refresh my page and okay, it's fair. It's fair now. You can probably make yours maybe 11 or 12 but I think it's fine for me like this. All right. After that, the image. I'm adjusting the width of the image as well to 12 This image that is also overshooting. Can you see? So let's adjust the image to 12 and it's now inside the header properly. Now it's also well aligned and occupying the whole space. It's reasonable enough like this. Next, the next section about almost everything there actually needs adjustment in this small screen size. So the paragraph, first of all, which is looking exceptionally big, I'm adjusting the font size to 1.5 I'm adjusting the margin left. Currently, this is the paragraph now. It's very big and there is so much space, so much margin by the left. So I'm reducing the margin left. I'm adjusting the width 7.5 and I'm removing all forms of padding so there can be enough space to occupy it properly. All right, so I refresh and okay, can you see now it's smaller? It's starting from close to the flex start and it spans across, but it's not overshooting. This is the shall I call it the border? It's not overshooting. So that one is also aligned. The next thing we'll be dealing with, I believe, should be this header here. All right, the H3, adjust the font size to 1.5 Now let's refresh as well and look at what that looks like. Okay, it's smaller now, it's in shape. So it's fine, except this gets started here, but let me see. Okay, we ignore it, it's still fair, it's still fine. It's a very small screen right now, so it's fine. If I decide to make this one stay here, it will probably overshoot again. So let's just leave it like that. Now The div inside learn more, let's adjust the height of that one to 40 m. So let me scroll down. Div inside learn more section. Okay, I refresh my page. Okay, I think I've refreshed already. All right, it's now accommodating everything, but you can see that they are all jammed together. So more adjustments. First of all, the div, the carousel div. Also, I'm increasing the width to 10 m. Carousel div. All right, each of these divs, I'm adjusting the width now to 10 m. I've done that, but then we're still going to adjust the images inside them. All right, the H1, I adjusted the H1. First of all, the font size, I adjusted the font size to 1.3 m, and I increased the width. So the H1 are all these guys here. I'm adjusting it to 1.3 m. That should be, maybe, I think that should be an increase. And also the H1 in the success stories also, I'm adjusting the font size to 1.2 m and adjusting the margin left to -4 m. So when I refresh, this one should increase most likely, and the one in success stories as well should also increase. So I refresh my page. Okay, this is the H1. I reduced it actually, not increase. All right, this is, I don't know, I think it's a little bigger. It's still not done. The footer, it's jamming right now. We need margin top of 22 m. Apparently, look at what the footer is doing to us. Let me refresh now. All right. Okay, it's fair there, except the fact that the logo is also, is going astray. So first of all, let me deal with the span inside the footer, the one that contains the copyright. Adjust the font size and adjust the margin left property of the copyright span. Let's look at what it's looking like currently. This is what it's looking like currently. So okay, no much difference, but it's fair. Just a little adjustment. Next, um, no, okay, it's not done yet. Let me see. I guess this was one of those my oversights. Let me refresh again, and okay, everything is fine now. I guess sometimes the thing hacked up. Now this is already in place. The footer is already in place. This div is in place. This one is not in place. I guess I forgot, but I'm going to do that now. So let's deal with these images. The image inside carousel. Let's add that to it. This is the first time I'm typing. Okay, carousel. Every image inside. Let's adjust the width now to, I don't know, let me see what 5m looks like. I don't want to use percentage right now. Let me see what 5m looks like. Refresh. Okay, exceedingly small. I can double it. 10m should be fine. 10m should be fine. I save. Let me refresh. Okay, I think 10m is fine now for that particular div. So it's fine. This one here, I think we should actually adjust it as well. Okay, I'll do that in the next video. See you in the next video.